The world from 1914 to 1918. The first half of the 20th century changed the course of world history. Two world wars fought that caused huge devastation and loss of human life and materials. Entire cities had to be rebuilt. The world prayed for peace. The First World War, also called the Great War, lasted from 20th July 1914 to 11th November 1918. Many countries were involved in it. It was fought between two blocs, the Allied powers and the Central powers. What caused the war? In the 2 decades preceding the First World War, countries were competing against each other to develop and acquire weapons. Countries were also forming political and military alliances to protect themselves. The atmosphere in Europe was very tense. Then on 28 June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated by a Serbian. Soon Austria declared a war on Serbia. As most countries had already formed alliances, they joined in to protect their allies. How was the war fought? Battles were fought in different countries. In Europe, the fighting took place along the Western Front and along the Eastern Front. Soldiers dug open tunnels in the ground. They hid from them and fired from them. Machine guns and heavy artillery were used. Tanks and poison gas were used for the first time. German submarines called U-boats sank many ships of the Allied powers. India supported Britain in the hope that Britain would grant her self-government after the war. Indian soldiers fought in Europe, in Africa and in West Asia. When did the war end? The war ended in November 1918. The Allied powers emerged victorious. Both sides signed an armistice. The interwar years. After the war, a peace conference was held in Paris. The Treaty of Versailles was signed between Germany and the Allied powers. Germany was blamed for the war and severely punished. The main terms of the treaty were as follows. Germany would have to pay a heavy fine. It could not increase its military forces. Some of its territory were to be occupied by the Allied powers. The First World War shook the world. To prevent such a war in future, the League of Nations were formed. Its objective was to solve disputes between countries and maintain world peace. Please subscribe my channel.